Hi, my name is Ilona and I am aesthetician. I'm running aesthetic treatments and found that alternative ways to start implementing more non-invasive treatments, because working in the aesthetic clinic I noticed that there is short terms to some treatments, and trying to understand it, I came to conclusion that there is a lot of side effects and aspects is involved into our beauty routine. So we have to most of the things daily maintain, because it's something which by the nature, our hormones and our moods affecting our internal stress organs. And because this is the time when we are very living stressful lives and sedentary lives, and feel sometimes that we are missing something inside our soul search. It creates this kind of self-distraction, and affects our aging quite crucially. So I have started to look at the aging, to slow down in the holistic approach, and creating that from touching and explaining about nutrition, how it goes into the scientific almost way to explain how the foods these days is not giving us enough those supplements and minerals, even organic food, and it's just starving our cells and our body to promote these hormones what necessary our body and our complete normal functioning system, and our moods is affected, and it's so important. And the other aspect is big segment where is mindset, and it's all about that how we talk to ourselves, how happy we are where we are in our life. Because when we're having a lot of stress and we don't like the place where we are, we turn on our DNA, self-destruction, so it understands that, okay, my life going opposite way, because that's where I don't want to be in this place, so I'm gonna turn myself and destroy, basically. And you notice the people who are more unhappy, they more age faster, rather the people who are feeling happy and have their purpose, they almost glow from inside. They are so thirsty for life that their core of life, that DNA, starts to reproduce itself, and it rejuvenates the whole body. It now shows many studies about it. And then the third stage is very important about the daily skincare routine. It might feel quite a lot of things at the beginning that you need to do, brushing or ice treatments, you need to do some yoga, but those things is already, the yoga for example, or running around is already in life, that is happening, and it's something which we just need to implement regarding our face and the skin treatments, which improves in the body and in the face. And in the big segment is quite a lymphatic drainage or lymphatic system, which is like in the area between the head and décolletage. It's quite still, it doesn't move, and we will be talking about that in the overall why I'm coming here and explaining. It is a big retreat which is happening next week from Tuesday till Friday, 4 days. It's called Beauty from Within, and it's absolutely free. We have come together 14 women, all experts of our fields, which is nutrition, mindset, and skincare, and we're gonna be delivering a quite scientific and at the same time ancient knowledge to put together, so you are able to take that information and make changes in your life and start to implement them and kind of do this important slow aging process. And basically it's very, very informative and very interesting. Definitely gonna be. I didn't mention the 4th day, which is didn't go in every segment of the previous ones, but it's as important as well. It is about the style, what we are wearing, how we feeling, what is our eye drawn to the colors, because when we look at the blue sky, for example, we kind of calming ourselves down, and if we wear clothes like a scarf, blue scarf around, it gives that stronger confidence in voice. And all these little things is so important to implement in our lives, and women's little secrets, let's say. And about those we'll be talking stylist Elaine. And sleeping is so important for beauty, because when we are grumpy and we are unhappy and we are tired, we are cringing more without realizing how we creating our wrinkles and the mood, and basically during the night the whole body rejuvenates. And it's so important to understand how it's been rejuvenated. And if we don't have good sleep, the sleeping expert will be talking about that, some solutions, and more deeper scientifically explaining. Super interesting. And the 3rd guest on the magic day will be moon and menstrual cycle. It is proven that we are going up and down through our hormones when we are on a menstrual cycle, and the moon, full moon, how it affects. Sometimes we can't sleep during the full moon because it's just energies and drawing our kind of internal fluids. Because when we look at the tides and in the water, at the Thames, how strong moon affects, we are it's pure proof that it affects us as well. And Lauren Jane, I call her Lauren Moon Guru, she's gonna be talking about these energies. In March I visited her lecture about the moon cycle and menstrual cycle, and it totally made sense how it feels, and it's aligns with my inner energy, that I can now plan my business and my work around these high peaks of energy and low peaks of energy. So I am more understanding myself and stop pushing, and it's just so important to bring it. So this beauty from within retreat is all about women's core self finding, understanding, and as well the uh, not the programs but physical advices how to do certain movements or certain exercises, so you are able to see the results for yourself, and coaches will be explaining about how to stick to those new habits, what you have learned, and how create that internal affirmations or law of attraction to be able to find the time as well and not to feel overwhelmed, and giving that self-talk, self-purpose. And for that, I am happy to introduce our one of the speakers who's going to be talking on the 7th of July at 11 a.m. is Penny Bryant, and she is helping women who are busy in life but feeling a little bit lost or finding their purpose, how to do this life search. I will invite her and she will tell a little bit more about it. Hey Penny, glad to see you. Me.
Hello.
Hello. Yep, little bit maybe lower, otherwise it's half head.
Oh,
Hi.
hi. Is that
Thank
okay?
you for coming. It's so nice to see you.
Good to be here.
Glad, so glad. I was a little bit introducing with myself and with you what you do. I would like that you little bit maybe tell what I haven't told. Maybe you present what else you do.
Yeah. Just to say, it's actually 10 o'clock on the 7th of July. Not,
Oh,
yeah, 10 o'clock.
okay. I
All
will
right.
check that.
Thank you. I am a relationship coach. I'm an accredited life coach, and I help women who are struggling with relationships. So it could be the relationship with themselves, which sort of manifests in a way that they don't like to say no and take too much on, or perhaps they lack in confidence. Also, relationships with their significant other half. I help with that. Quite often, it's about women just not voicing their needs, not speaking up for themselves. And then also, I help women who perhaps are having a bit of a toxic relationship, perhaps with a friend or a family member. And again, it's about them finding their voice and speaking up for themselves. I've been doing it now for 6 years, and I've helped a lot of women. Quite often women worry about coming if they perhaps have a relationship problem with their other half because they're scared about where it's going to go. But actually, it's always proven when I've worked with women that it actually helps them improve the situation because they're actually being authentic and speaking up for themselves, and things seem to improve immensely for them, which is great. So that's what I offer.
To me came the straight away the question as the that you are specializing it. It's probably you have gone through some similar situation yourself that you know exactly how to help, and it is, I think, is the key, because sometimes when you are like mothers, for example, if you don't have a children and you giving how to grow the children, you probably wouldn't understand the other person. You would,
Yeah,
only the person who have children can teach somebody to give
yeah,
advice. So it's probably in your case that's how you are so knowledgeable and understanding, and exactly where they are now you probably been.
yeah. I mean, you've heard my personal story, haven't you, as to why I am a coach and why I do what I do. So yeah, my own story is I didn't have a fantastic upbringing. I married very young, had children very young. I thought I'd married my prince, and it all started to go horribly wrong. Um, I actually went from that into counselling, and I learnt and grew and healed and forgived. And that's my relationship did end. I did end my relationship with my then husband, and I've since gone on to remarry, and I'm very happy. So I've, you know, when I come from a place when I'm coaching of, you know, I hear you and I understand you because I've been there. You know, I'm, you know, we're all unique and we all have unique experiences, but you know, I understand how difficult it is to go through, you know,
Yeah,
a relationship that's not working.
absolutely. And I think that's why you are so kind of valuable to be going to person, because you're gonna save years
Yeah,
for the person to make decisions, and going through that self confidence and growing, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. And it, you know, it was also about because of my upbringing, and we as women, you know, we as people are conditioned by society, but also as women, even more so about um, you know, be nice, you know, don't be too loud, look after other people, and that's
Sacrifice.
yeah, and that, you know, when we don't actually know that. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of information that I didn't know that was, once I did know, really helped me see myself in a completely different light. So I'm very passionate about sharing important information so that women can understand themselves, why they're being the way that they are. You know, it is conditioning a lot of the time. I think once they get that, the light goes on, you know, in their head, and that they begin to realize there actually is a different way, and to start challenging that. So, yeah, it's very important to understand, you know, why we behave the way we behave.
Definitely. And as well, I remember, unfortunately, my mom felt like a really long time in a happy relationship, and she was
Mm.
like, from age 40, my age right now, and I feel so young, to be honest. And, and
You
she
look young.
I, thank you. And he was telling, oh, I am in the end of my life. My life is ended. I gonna die soon. It's all about this kind of. And I was like, why are you talking these destructive like thoughts and the
Mm.
words that you have next 30 years, and you are just making this all to turn on almost your self immune system start to
Yeah,
degrade and to destroy itself, because it just
yeah.
turns on that program. And it's, we don't think in our aging that it is actually related, but it's directly related.
Mm.
Because,
I think realizing that we actually have a choice. I think we get sometimes, like you said, like your mum, kind of locked into a train of thought, but actually we can choose to think differently. And once we choose to think differently, our life changes. I mean, I was married for 35 years, and it wasn't particularly a happy marriage. And then one morning I woke up and I thought, oh my God, I could do another 35. And that's what that was like the moment. No, enough now. You know, it's time to go. And it was scary. You know, it is scary to do that. But I because I'd done so much work on myself, and I loved and respected myself, and I wanted a better life, and I felt that I was, you know, entitled to have a better life, that I actually made the changes that I needed to make for me.
mm-hmm. Yeah, because I see similarity then go on as well. It's like related to beauty. I want to make that choice to
Yeah.
look after myself and connect, because when I do the self face massage in the slow pace with the attention to the kind of like understanding how I am my physical body, because most often we are just quickly putting something on a face and just run off. But
Yeah.
to give that in with the fingertips, just to understand and realize that touch, it is that choice, which
Yeah.
I want to raise awareness that we, our body and mind, are almost like a married couple,
Yeah.
which they not don't have a choice to go different directions, and
Yeah.
sooner or later we have to find that together, the uniting. And beauty is kind of one of those ways as well to do that self-care and slow pace and calm
Yeah.
the stress down. And that's where I think that you was telling in the retreat you will be talking about affirmations.
Well, what I wanted to say about that is when I do come from a place of promoting self care, self love, self compassion, and forgiveness. But in the retreat, what I'm going to be talking about is actually the law of attraction, but and how you can help yourself within your relationships using the tools of the law of attraction. So, I mean, anybody who has heard of The Secret knows Rhonda Byrne, but I actually think the teachings I'm taking from is from her book called The Magic, which is a 28-day gratitude practice. And I actually think it's her best book because it actually teaches you, it gives you the tools, like you're giving the tools, you know, to take care of our skin. It gives you the tools to take care of your mindset, but also the energy that you're giving off, because the law of attraction is all about energy. So what energy you're giving off is what the universe gives back to you. And that is basically the law of the universe. And we all know that if we've woken up one morning and we've not had a very good start to the day and we're grumpy, that continues throughout the day. Whereas actually you can turn that around and step out of it and say, you know, okay, this hasn't gone very well, but I'm going to focus on things being good now. And you raise your energy and the good things come to you. It's just a natural law of, you know, our universe. So that's what I'll be talking about, really. So I'll be talking about the law of attraction and then how to have magical relationships. And I will be giving away a free PDF on that practice, so people could take that away with them as well after. And also, I will be talking about how to heal like broken relationships. There's also a gratitude practice for that too, and they do work because I've ran the 28 Days of Magic many times now, and I always get fantastic feedback from it, and I've used it personally too. So if you do this work, it does actually make a difference to you and to the relationships in your life.
But it's not gonna be well, it's going to change the relationship life, but it's gonna be changing you from inside out, and it's
Yeah,
be lightening you up with a different level of energy.
yeah,
It's kind of like you almost haven't done anything, but because you have lightened up that in energy source,
yeah.
people will be meeting, and it's probably that's how it happens quite often, that people meet you and it's like, what have you done?
The thing is, a very simple example is what you focus on increases. So, say you go and buy a red car, and then you're now driving around in your new shiny red car. You will see a red car, and you won't be able to believe how many red cars are on the road. But those red cars were already there. It's just you weren't looking for them. You weren't focusing on that. And that's basically what the law of attraction is about. What you focus on, you start to see, and it increases. So it's very simple, really. Once you get it, and it is truly magical.
Yeah, I just mentioned I had that with my blue mini. I have light blue mini, which I never see the color before, once I bought it, I suddenly noticed that around the corner, our neighbors have the blue Mini, exactly the same color.
Yeah,
And I was like, and there, when I'm driving, it's like so many blue Minis suddenly.
yeah. And
It's
it's just
just,
about where your focus is going, isn't it? It's
yeah,
just about what your focus, you know, you weren't interested in blue minis before then, I suppose. So you never saw them. But now suddenly, as you say, they are everywhere and they were always there, but you just didn't see them because you weren't focusing on that.
yeah. I would love that if I we could as well implement it into the beauty routine, that it's we attract that uh, law of attraction of our youth, how
Yeah.
we can bring youthfulness, and that our cells are rejuvenating, that we are
Mm.
creating these affirmations, that
Yeah.
we feel and energized ourselves with this youth energy elixir, I would say. I,
Yeah.
I really hope that these affirmations can go into that field as well.
Mm.
It's practically with everything, isn't it? The
I
law.
think, yeah, I think also, like with the beauty, you know, because I find in my work that a lot of women don't actually, there's called the magic mirror exercise, and it's actually just looking at yourself in the mirror. And a lot of women actually get quite freaked out about that. They don't want to do it, which I think is incredibly sad, but, you know, we can work through that. But it's just about starting, you know, small steps about loving yourself, you know, and just saying, just looking in the mirror and just smiling at yourself is a
Mhm.
good start, you know. um, and that, as you say, that, you know, the more you do this, the more that you start to sort of have self-compassion and self-love and self-care for yourself, it
Mhm.
begins to shine out of you and attracts, you know, the right kind of people to you because you're giving off that
Yeah,
lovely energy.
yeah, that's why I didn't mention before as well, but I want to now say that that's why this retreat is coming, because the information around on the social platform is so much,
Mm.
and you kind of get confused what's working, what's worth, what's not.
Yeah,
And this retreat combines and condensed in such a way that whatever information you will be given, if you're going to be doing it and implementing in your life, you're definitely going to have results, and that's the way forward. And I really hope that we're going to be continuing talking these talks and doing master classes to create a bigger library,
yeah,
because we are just touching the tip of the iceberg. It is so much more, because okay, like you say, there is this book of magic which is guided. You can buy it, you can try to implement, but without the guidance, without the coach, the
mm,
same way is about face massages.
mm,
The first steps of implementing it, it is so difficult to yourself. It's like deciding to go and run 3 kilometers straight away, and then you have pain in your stomach and you say never ever again, because you just decided to to have this big bite, the marathon. It's just so important to have implementing these little steps
yeah,
with the guide. And that's what I feel like I've been missing as
mm,
well into my kind of spiritual growth, that I know this there is so much disinformation,
mm.
but to understand how to implement is the most important.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and
I the
that
thing is, sorry, the thing is, we you know we like to connect to other people, so doing things with other people gives us, you know, the energy to actually do it rather than just, you know, on your own.
the bonding feeling as well,
Yeah,
and like-minded people who feel that the natural beauty is something related to them, and they want to slow down aging and
yeah,
without too much injectables. I think we're gonna be finding these women and coming together and creating really nice community, supporting
yeah.
each other.
I mean, this retreat is amazing because it's so holistic. It covers everything, doesn't it? Absolutely everything. And people can pick and choose, you know, what they are particularly interested in. As you said, 14 speakers. I mean, how amazing is that? And it's all free. Excuse me. Yeah, it's all free. So, you know, people need to just check it out and find out, you know, obviously they're not going to be able to do everything. But you know what calls them, what resonates with them is a great starting point. And as you say, we do hope to continue doing this kind of thing.
Yeah, because there is this. We are, if we I'm popping in. I for example know quite a lot about the mindset, but still, I think there will be like you talking and Jane and Emma, who are going to be giving such amazing advices, and it's going to be able to watch later as well. So it's not something that if you can't join, you have lost it. It's just going to be as well available for a week, and it's possible to do it.
Brilliant. Good.
Yeah. It's thank you for coming. It's been pleasure to talk to you. Instead of 20 minutes, we've gone a little bit longer, but I think it's we've given as well to viewers a little bit of taster what it's going to be about, and intrigued to join us, because I think it's something unique. There is nothing like that, at least
Yeah.
I know. And next few years, it's going to be just growing bigger and bigger.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Spreading the word.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure talking to you.
And to you too. And I look forward to next week. And I hope more women join in, or at least, you know, sign up and have a look.
Yeah.
Just take a look, you know, what it is that what resonates with you, and then get yourself on it, you know.
Yeah, I just want to mention as well, if you're watching and you have in mind somebody who would be interested, or you can do it together and then share the information, how it's would be resonating with you. Do you agree, you disagree? And it just debates, and joining us in a stepping into your confidence private Facebook group, where we are in a safe space, open to talk to everyone and answering the questions, or directly to us, me and or Penny or any other speakers. You can talk. It's just something which, yeah, if you watch this, definitely share with your friends and sisters, so we're coming together.
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
All
Thank you.
right.
Thank you for coming, and looking forward to your session next week.
Thank you. And I to yours.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. Have
Bye.
a lovely weekend.
You too. Bye.